so.
Because me and Ben, our co-host, who's there.
Hello, I am here.
We were in Montana doing an exchange, and we found that a lot. They love the accent. Love it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, we got very far in that. 'Cause we went travelling as well, and we went up into Canada, and we got so much free stuff in that.
So like English is instantly famous almost, giving you free stuff.
Do you know the Queen?
Yeah.
Yeah, do you know the Queen? Yes,
Oh,
why?
yeah.
Actually, I do.
We have tea every
week.
Thursday.
Exactly. See how far you can push it.
Oh, yeah, we pushed it quite far.
Excellent.
So, do you have plans to go back there in the future as part of your new job?
Well, I would love to go back to Work America. Unfortunately, I can't because that is just for students. So I'm actually looking at our Work Canada program now. I'm quite into my skiing, so I think doing like a ski season there in one of the resorts in Whistler, and then maybe nipping across to America would be quite good.
I think that would be more than quite good. That would be amazing. Spend some. If you're a keen skier, you should spend some time in Montana.
Oh, really?
Because that's where me and Ben were, and I learnt to ski there.
Oh, wow.
And
What a
yeah,
thing
and
to say.
it was great, and it was obviously a couple of skiing sessions. It was quite difficult if you've never skied before in your life, but picked it up slowly, and it's great. I mean, my dad came down and said it was better than Europe almost. Really, really good skiing, and it's just over the border from Canada.
Fantastic. Right, that is next on my list then.
There you go.
Stephanie, would you give any tips on how to get into things like Camp America? Because currently my flatmate's trying to do it and is finding it ridiculously difficult to get on it. So would you have any tips or anything?
Yeah, I'd just say for BNX Summer Camp Programme, definitely have the right experience. So we look for people who have had experience with children. So if you do scouting, guiding, volunteer at after-school clubs, that kind of thing, that's fantastic. And also if you have experience teaching a skill or a sport, then definitely apply. We have kind of that eligibility, if you like, just because that's what camps want. So yeah, I mean, go get that experience, then go to our website, bnac.org.uk, little plug there. And then set the ball rolling.
So that's what you need to do. So you need to just go to bunac.org.uk. That's basically the place to start, because I'll put that up on our blogs for anyone who's interested.
Yeah, that's where to start for all of our programmes as well.
Okay, great. Fantastic. So easy. Look at that.
Yeah,
Indeed.
simple.
And what about the work programmes? Is it similar sort of thing? I mean, they're looking for lots of experience or are willing to take on...
No, our work experience are really independent, really flexible. So for those, you just have to have the right attitude.
Good.
Work America, generally hospitality jobs, but you can get career-related ones as well if you want, like on the other programmes.
And it's obviously a very good experience when you come back home, having done something, especially if it's in your field of work. Great experience.
Yeah.
So you've done that on top.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, even though working at summer camp wasn't really in my field of experience, just to come back and be able to say that I worked a summer abroad, I had the initiative to look for something not just in the UK. And
Definitely.
I came back from America, both times, just feeling so much more confident, so much more independent, and I think that stands you in good stead for the job market as well.
I know, I would completely agree with that. I mean, especially after coming back from Montana, having been there on our own. Well, I say on our own, I was with Ben and a couple of friends. But, you sort of in a completely different country, completely independent of your parents. And I organised a trip around the States afterwards. And so doing that thing, you do come back with a completely different sort of attitude towards sort of just going off by yourself and doing your own thing. And I thought that was great.
Yeah, definitely. And it's nice to have a support network so you can be as independent as you want. But if anything goes wrong, you're not on your own. I quite like that aspect.
Well, that's with BUNAC there to help you out.
Yeah, exactly. So
great.
Good.
So I know you mentioned that, or you mentioned to me before the show that you'd been there on the 4th of July was it Boston or somewhere in Massachusetts?
Yes, it was in Boston. So when I went to camp, I stayed in Boston with a family, the grandparents of the kids I'd been looking after, actually. So this time when I went over, I was like, hey, can I come see you? And they were just like, yeah, come over for 4th of July. And that was just incredible. We saw the big firework display. They just dressed up in sort of like their old-fashioned costumes and things that they would have worn back when they got independent.
That's amazing. Yeah.
That sounds
really
very
good,
cool.
yeah.
Definitely worth being there for.
It was good, yeah. I mean, just to see all their patriotism was really good.
Oh, I bet. Have you been to any of the sports games while you were out in the States?
No, I haven't. Unfortunately, I'm yet to see a baseball game.
I saw a couple when I was out there, and obviously we had the basketball, at in Montana State, and yeah, you get I mean, obviously the patriotism, you obviously get a lot more on 4th of July, but it's everywhere, especially at the sports games. National anthem every time. It's great.
Yeah,
I thought it was lovely.
Yeah, I guess it always makes you wish that we were like that over here, doesn't
I
it?
know, it makes you feel a little bit sort of stoic being an English person. You're so stiff upper lip, like, we're not going to be patriotic.
It's more like I think it's the national anthem has a sort of...
It
has a certain resonance over there.
Yeah.
Whereas ours is...
Pretty...
Because... I don't want to say it, but because we've actually got a little bit of history... we don't really care about the national anthem quite as much because they've had to sort of manufacture theirs.
That's true. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, the family I stayed with, they were just like, oh, you come over here for this. They were like, you've got so much more history. I was just like, yeah, but it's more fun when it's somebody else.
Yeah, exactly. You can feel more immersed when you're not like with it every day.
Yeah, I appreciate it a bit more.
Especially in Lincoln, when it's like every part of history ever in the United Kingdom is somehow in part here somewhere.
Yeah.
So anyone interested in getting involved in Camp America or Work America can come along to the meeting next week. Have you any more details on where it's going out? It's on Thursday.
Wednesday, isn't it?
The careers fair is on Thursday, and then there's a BUNAC presentation on Thursday, I believe.
Okay.
Oh, no, the careers fair is on Wednesday. That's 11 till 3 in the engine shed. And then the presentation is 5 till 6 on Thursday.
Yeah.
And that's in the media building.
Fantastic.
MTech.
So,
Is that the MTech building?
Yes, that's the MTech building.
We'll make sure we mention that on the show next week as well and promote that. So,
Yep.
thank you very much for joining us, Stephanie. That's been
Thank
a very
you.
interesting interview, and I think we're all very interested in hearing people's experiences from America.
Mm-hmm.
And
I really enjoyed it.
some of us, I would imagine quite a few of us, will probably see you about next week.
Yeah, come say hi.
And maybe we can have you again on the show in the future.
That'd be brilliant. Yeah, I'd look forward to it.
Fantastic.
Great.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
You know you should be glad.
And so we thank Stephanie for that interview there before we played America. We were talking about it, so it seemed right by Razorlight. And our final Valentine's song there, She Loves You from the Beatles. And we were talking about 60s America earlier, so I thought we had to play the Beatles as well.
I'm assuming we're also going with the American Dream Team, We Love You, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh.
I wasn't going to say.
Great.
Thank you for pointing that out then. I was hoping someone would. But
I should make clips out of all of them, and we can just play them.
Yeah.
of course, we were talking about university earlier and what's happened in the last 7 days. There was one thing we didn't mention that Chloe would like to bring up.
The Lincoln meme site.
Lincoln meme page. If you haven't found it on Facebook, do. It's pretty hilarious.
There are some funny
It's funny.
ones.
There are.
Although there's a lot now. Like,
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
I contributed about 3, I think.
They have been dominating my Facebook.
But they're always so brilliant. I don't mind that they're dominating, but I'm stupidly, I thought we were the only university that had an initiative to do it. Apparently every other university is doing it, so I feel like a bit of a fool for posting on Twitter that my university was better than your university because we had a meme page until Ben informed me that every other university also had one. So I was like, oh, okay, fine.
No, but there were some funny ones. I'd not seen any about American studies, were there? I don't know.
There was a couple about American studies, which I think you have to find for yourself.
There was one about mature students, which I did see. Is that a mature student, or is that a lecturer, or a mature student?
Or the 4th floor of the MHT building, which we think is haunted. Oh, no. What day is Super Bowl? With a picture of Rebecca Black's Friday. So now cracking up in the studio.
Sorry, well...
Stop distracting us!
So we've built up this myth that we're hard at studying and, doing seminars and
Nope,
lectures
we just
and-
spent hours and hours on the Lincoln meme page.
That's pretty much the end of our show this week. Another fantastic one it's been, even if I say so myself. We've covered everything from working in America to the latest news in America, Whitney Houston. And we all got, well, I don't know about me, but a few people got a bit emotional in the studio, I think.
So emotional, yeah.
Oh, Whitney.
So emotional. I like, pun there. Nice.
She'll live on through her music.
As I said, next week on the American Dream Team, we will have a new studio guest, Andrew from American
Which we're
Studios and
extremely
History.
excited about.
I am. Talking about
Yeah, I
wrestling.
know.
It's going to be the highlight. And maybe an interview with Jessica
Let's hope so,
if
yeah.
she's listening.
Yeah.
But if not, I'm sure we'll find someone
A suitable
just as
replacement.
interesting to talk to. So, yes, what else can we say? That's about it from the show this week. As usual, we have our And Finally story. I don't even know where to start with this one, to be honest. It's the awards season, so along with the BAFTAs and the Oscars and the Grammys, Uggie, the canine star of BAFTA award-winning film The Artist, has been named Best Dog in a theatrical film at the new Golden Collar Awards.
Brilliant.
The Jack Russell beat off competition from other dogs that appeared in Hugo, Beginners, 50/50 and Young Adult. The awards, which in their first year, are organised by dognewsdaily.com, news to me as well, and they recognise canine excellence in Hollywood on both big and small screens. The awards had gained media attention after Martin Scorsese urged readers of his LA Times article to write to the paper in support of Blackie the Doberman, the four-legged star of Hugo.
Can't wait to hear that dog's acceptance speech. I'm sure he's very proud.
Very interesting. 10-year-old Uggie has had a long career in show business and actually retired after The Artist. Apparently he was also awarded the Palm Dog at the Cannes Film Festival. Again, I didn't... The article just...
This dog is crazy.
The story just sort of said that as if it was accepted, that there is a Palm Dog Award at the Cannes Film. Not to question
Dogs
it.
don't have palms.
I found that quite... who knows? Maybe the Poor Dog Festival, I don't know. But, other winners included the French bulldog Brigitte, who plays Stella on the US sitcom Modern Family. And there was another winner, Giggy, or Jiggy.
Great names.
The dog who was in The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, who won Best Dog in a reality TV series. That is not a joke.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but that dog's not acting, obviously.
I know.
He's playing his real
you sat in the background wondering what's going on. Yeah, he's won an award. Alan Siskind from DogDailyNews.com said the expected next year's ceremony would be televised. And I'm sure we're all looking forward to that.
Can't wait.
So it seemed, well, we did think of a few different dog songs, but we've settled on one.
I don't know what this one is. Don't disappoint.
If we'd have had Baha Men Who Let the Dogs Out,
we were going
to play that, but
that one.
I'm afraid we didn't have it. So yeah, that's the end of American Dream Team this week, and we shall see you next week. So thank you to Jodie, Emily, Chloe, and Ben.
And thank you, Jack.
Thank you very much. We've been the American Dream Team.
Bye.